Connie.
Do we need to clap sync?
Connie. Welcome to Man on the Hill, dog.
Cheers,
Man
bro.
on the Hill. Connie, welcome to Man on a Hill.
I know, as your guys' first
Cheers,
Instagram
brother.
follower. Cheers.
These Asahi Tall Boys could be the best beer on earth. I'll show it to the camera. I could probably add a photo of it, but pretty damn good. You were talking belly aches a second ago.
I was talking belly aches. This big ass Asahi is not going to help.
I have quite the belly ache. I also still haven't figured out the seating arrangement, so I'm not showing my cooter on this thing. But
I'm not used to us sitting on separate couches. Usually when we're down here, we just both sit on
I
that
know.
couch real close to each other.
it's for the aesthetic.
It is very nice.
It's visually better.
We got to catch Miss Pac-Man behind us.
Yeah, watching two dudes sit on a couch for an extended period on the same couch could get a little much. But nonetheless, bellyache. I just had dinner at Papdeaux.
Ooh.
Have you had Papdeaux?
I've still never been to Papdeaux.
You've never been to Papdeaux.
No, I told you.
Neither have many white folks. Just judging by the way the room looked, it was awesome. I mean, if I had to choose one restaurant to encapsulate the Metro Atlanta area, it might be Papdeaux.
Everybody going out and having nice pasta dinners together.
Well, it's like the thing is so saying that it's like an Atlanta restaurant is a little out of pocket because it's Cajun food. It's New Orleans.
Oh, so it's seafood too.
Right, but the Papdeaux crowd typically wants, seafood, pasta, shrimps. Like it was mostly black folks in there. But it fucking kicks ass, bro. So we got our appetizer. I asked homeboy, our waiter, I was like, yo, like what is the best appetizer to get here? And he was like, I was going to get the crab and spinach dip. And he's like, get the fondue. And we had a crawfish shrimp fondue. And when you hear fondue, what do you think you're eating the fondue with?
Whether that like bring out the oil and stuff so you could cook it? Or?
No. What do you think you're eating fondue? It's this cheesy crab crawfish plate. What do you think I'm eating what's
Like
the
what
vehicle?
You dip in it?
Correct.
Chips?
Garlic bread. Ooh. And you know what he says? He goes, I'll be honest, y'all probably want to get an extra order of garlic bread. What do you do in that situation?
Was he looking at you when he said that?
Yeah.
I mean, I do it. I get an extra order of garlic bread.
The thing is when someone says you're going to want an extra order of garlic bread, they're probably not fucking around. And so, funny enough, our waiter at first was this gentleman, and then all of a sudden, this fucking it was a black dude, probably in his 20s, and then all of a sudden this like white lady in her 30s walks by our table and she goes, "I'll be right to y'all," and we're like, "Bitch, we already got a server." Like,
Did you not?
So, the young man was already took our fondue order, already got the Diet Cokes en route, and Miss Lady all of a sudden comes up and she's like, "I'm taking over your table now." And Sid's like, "Well, he was actually our waiter." She's like, "No, I'm taking over the table now." Little awkward, but we let it ride. It's like, okay, y'all are the ones curating this experience, but so she takes over. But so she brings us the fondue and the garlic bread in both plates. And when I say plates, they were 2 dinner plates full of garlic bread.
How's the garlic bread cut? Was it like?
It was
sticks?
like, so it's New Orleans style. So it was French bread. So it was French bread and it was butterflied too. So they like split the little bread aussi open, and they had garlic and cheese and butter on it, and you literally just dip that shit and fork it on like the fondue cheese crab crawfish mix onto the garlic bread. But here's the thing. So this is a little long-winded, but so she brings out the 2 plates and it's like, "God damn, we didn't need 2 fucking plates of garlic bread." And she's like, "Yeah, I always tell people that they only need 1 plate." And so she instantly is throwing homeboy throwing him under the bus.
Damn.
Like he
After he
said,
got the upsell.
that's what I'm saying. And I literally was like, well, He did a good job upselling us. Like, and so that being said,
It's garlic bread day. You didn't know that.
it was great garlic bread. We only had 2 pieces of garlic bread left when we left.
So you needed both plates.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so there, it was quite like the.
Did you use it all in the fondue, or did
Yeah.
you dip any other dish you got that night tonight? Did you put it on the
So
garlic
we
bread?
ate it all with the fondue, and like, dude, the fondue was good, but it was huge. It was a $34 appetizer. But it was like, it was the most random trip ever. Like, you think me and Sid on a Friday are just like, nah, we're going to
No.
Papdeaux. We were going to go to, where were we going to go? This Italian restaurant. And Sid was like, I don't want the carbs. And I randomly was like, honestly, I kind of want oysters.
If we eat 2 plates of garlic bread instead.
Yeah. That's the funny part. And so, bro, I literally was like, I type in oysters on Yelp and it's just Papdeaux. And I'm like, we're going to Papdeaux. And she's like, okay. And I've only been in the last 10 years twice. And it fucking rips every single time.
Have you had oysters since you wanted to go to Oyster Fest, or have you just still been like, damn, I want oysters?
I've had oysters multiple times.
Okay, so you've gotten your fix of coming. This was
Since,
a new.
when was that? Like,
Oh, dude, it was a while ago.
what month is it right now?
I don't know.
It's almost May. That was like February.
That was a
Brother,
while ago.
a man of my stature eats oysters more times in 3 months than one time.
I don't think I've had oysters since like Christmas.
You know the season ends like in a month. You gotta get some oysters.
I gotta get some oysters. Well, I think we're going down to St. Simon's in June,
Yeah.
so hopefully they've got some left. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be
What's the
close
rule?
to the end.
It's like months that only end in R or something. You want oysters? I don't know. You should chat GPT that and really get the answer. But nonetheless,
well, you can eat them Rockefeller every month.
they are really good that way. But Papdeaux. So Papdeaux is like, what's weird about it is it's like coastal vibes on Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Like, again, I think this is the most Atlanta restaurant. Like, it is, it is suburban black folks eating at this coastal New Orleans restaurant that's fucking huge. They have fountains. I mean, bro, it is a massive fucking. It takes up more space than a Holiday Inn, or excuse me, a Hampton Inn parking
Really?
lot. It's bigger than the fucking
This is
Hampton
fucking
Inn.
like Casa Bonita over here.
It might as well be. And like everyone in there, like it's not cheap. We spent, our check was 125
$34
without
bucks for
tip.
the appetizer.
That's what I'm saying. 125 without tip. So it's like not a cheap restaurant. And
What were the entrees?
so I got a Papdeaux Mardi Gras pasta. Brother. What do you think's in a Papdeaux Mardi Gras pasta?
I'm imagining like a bread bowl made out of a po' boy. That's probably not.
So, kinda. It's
They put the baby in it. Is that what?
no. They should, but there'd be a choking hazard. But it's crawfish, shrimp, sausage in like a red sauce, like a red.
They make a gumbo in there.
They have gumbo. That was not gumbo. It was just like spaghetti but it also had a slice of bread on top again. Where I'm like, fuck. But yeah, man, it's just like you really should go because it is such a good encapsulation of like. I'm not trying to sound like a head ass when I say this, but black excellence in the Metro Atlanta area because like all the black folks in there look wealthy. They're dressed like you. I just feel like it's a really good representation of Atlanta. That like. It's this huge ass restaurant, all full of black folks, and they're all their families, and everybody's getting cocktails and getting fucking fried shrimps, getting fucking etouffee and cheesecake and fucking like it is bumping. And so when I say bumping, we got there at 5:45, and it was like probably like 25% capacity. By the time we left, there was a fucking line out the door, and they must be printing money there. That being said, I'm gonna pop it on my pants.
Dude, this sounds the Cajun pasta sounds like it would do it to you. So you had a bowl of fondue, you had 3 loaves of bread in garlic form, and then you had 2 sea critters and sausage.
When you say it like that, it does sound fat. It does sound fat when you say it like that.
I was mostly just talking about the combo you had going on in your stomach, but you sound like you ate
Honestly,
good.
man,
It sounds good.
I'm kind of mad that fucking white lady took over our table because, so it's time for dessert, and I'm like, I'm getting a fucking piece of cheesecake at Papdeaux.
I mean, at this point, you're in.
I also kept joking with Sydney during the meal, like, took my boo thing out of Papdeaux. Like, yeah, baby girl, get you some shrimps. Get you some scrimps. But, so, it was time to get
What does
fucking
she have,
dessert.
chicken Alfredo?
She got, dude, Sydney, every time we go to a seafood restaurant, is like, do you think I like redfish? I'm like, miss, it's a fish. It's a fish.
It's the best fish.
Do you really think redfish is going to be that different from grouper or from mahi? Like, it's like dog. You know what fish tastes like. If you don't know what that fish tastes like, maybe get a fish that you know what it tastes like.
The bigger thing is, are you going to get it fried or blackened? You just got to know what you like there.
They grill it, and they do it in like Cajun spice or like a garlic butter lemon sauce.
And redfish would be good.
It was great. I had some of hers.
Ooh, did you get like snapper?
They said redfish. I don't know what redfish is. It's a red fish. But that's the thing, man. It's like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a douchebag.
I imagine that as a comment, like, it's a red fish. It's red.
That's more or less what I told her. I'm like, it's a fish. Like, what do you think the fish is going to taste like? And maybe just get the grouper. Maybe get the, like, they had all sorts of fish that you know. But it was good what she got. And I was really rocking with what I got. The fucking pasta.
She
man.
should have got the pasta plate.
It was a lot, especially after 2 plates of garlic bread and fondue. Like, hers made a lot more sense. Realistically, we should have done a salad in between, and then because like that's the thing, dog. If you get an appetizer at Papdeaux, a salad, and your meal, I mean, I how often when we go out to eat do I have leftovers?
Rarely. Honestly, the last time I can think of is when we got that meat tower at that. What was that? Was it Venezuelan?
Yeah, well, yeah, something like that. Or no, I want to say it's like Brazilian,
Is it Chilean?
or Jill is Chilean, so it might be Chilean. But let's call it South American.
We'll call it South American. The last time I remember us having leftovers was there.
Yeah,
Because we had a similar. We had those little rolls where they're like the cheese pods that you put on them.
they're pretty good.
We ate all those, and then they brought out
The fucking sweetbreads.
the tower of meat with the sweetbreads. That was the bloodiest blood sausage I've ever had.
Context for all the listeners. So, me and Connie, I should introduce Connie, by the way. This is the homie Connie. Needs probably no introduction besides that. I guess throughout the conversation, you'll kind of get a feel for who this man's is. But, yeah, so me and Connie went to this Brazilian steakhouse, and they bring out this thing called the sweetbreads was included in our meat platter. And we're like, I mean, sounds pretty good. We thought maybe it was just more sweet bread.
Sweetbreads.
So we're eating it.
It's glands. So it's like it's part of like the filtration system of the organs. So
You really didn't set that one up. So
when
we're
you
eating
eat
this
it,
shit. We're eating it. Like, we're eating the meat platter, and there's just this, like, porky, meaty meat, and we're eating it, and we're like...
it's so grainy.
It was like... So it's like,
You could tell it was filtering stuff because it was so grainy.
You know when you eat Spam, and you're like, I know it's meat, and it's greasy, but it's like, what the fuck is this?
What is this?
What's grosser is it wasn't mystery meat like Spam. We knew that was a whole piece of meat.
We knew it. Sweetbreads, it has to be some form of like translation. But like, I don't know. Why did they?
I don't know.
Like,
but
we took like
for
the blood
record-
sausage. I was like, all right, this is sausage made of blood.
Yeah.
Well, like who?
Well, that's what's crazy is the blood
got the
sausage.
sweetbreads?
Like, I enjoy it is basically chorizo, but I still am kind of a pussy where I find myself taking bigger bites and not looking at it and being like, I like this because I do like it, but it is a little intimidating. But then this mystery meat we didn't know the name of, we Google it, and halfway through eating it, we find out that it's the pancreas gland. I'm burping up Papdeaux left and right. I feel like all these podcasts are me burping, but bro, nasty ass meat.
Everything else was great.
Yeah,
They put a fried egg on my French fries.
I mean, it was good. I just don't know how I feel.
Bread.
That feeling.
And we went in there. We were like, we debated over getting the meat platter so much, and then we were like, we're here, man. We gotta get the meat platter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go to the Brazilian steakhouse place, and for the record, it's not Fogo de Chao. It's like it's in the Cut. Like it's also like near Jimmy Carter Boulevard, where it's just this like this random side street where there's this fucking restaurant. It's great, by the way.
They've got like a caged-in soccer field behind it in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's authentic, I guess, is what we're trying to say. But like they do these
There's
fucking
a bunch
platters.
of stray kittens.
There were a lot of stray
There's
cats.
A lot of stray cats in the parking lot. It's like a whole litter.
There were a lot of stray
I was
cats.
like, dude, if this one, we might get a cat tonight. Holy shit.
But yeah, they give you, this platter of meat, and we knew what a lot of the stuff was, but some of the stuff we didn't know. But me and you aren't. Mama ain't raised no bitch. Like
No, man.
we're for tough. We're good for it. Like we'll learn. We're cultured white boys. We'll
Let's
learn.
do it.
We'll learn. And some days you end up eating pancreas.
We were the only white boys, and we were the only ones in there eating it too.
What's
I think
gross?
everybody else was. We're here for the steak, man. What the hell are
It
you guys
wasn't
doing?
just pancreas. It was the gland. The idea of eating a gland is the most nauseating thing.
Pancreas is a gland.
Yeah. Wait, what? I don't know. Are you sure?
I'm less sure.
You're more book read than I am. I feel like you know random facts like that. But yeah, not good. And then like the middle of the night, just kind of like how I said I'm going to pop it on my pants, like just to like explosive. Not good. No bueno.
It's not enjoyable. Not an
yeah.
enjoyable poo.
Have you seen the videos of people speed running the Scientology facilities?
Yes.
Dude, how awesome is that?
Dude, I want someone to speed run the boat. I want someone to get on the boat, dude.
The cruise ship?
Yes. I want someone to try to get on.
That is a really good idea.
They'd probably kill some.
Well, that's the thing. You go into international waters, isn't it? Like maritime law, where they like there's no laws. Basically, is that how that?
Yeah, but like when you come back and like if you go over that line and then come back and you like shot someone, they'll be like, "We're under arrest for shooting that guy."
Yeah, but
because you came back.
If you sneak on the L. Ron Hubbard,
Well-
L. Ron of the seas.
Well, then it's not about maritime. It's just that the billionaire Scientologists, they just get to kill you or just put you wherever David Miscavige's wife is.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, dude, even like the leader of the church's wife is like nobody knows where she is.
Tom Cruise is going to do a stunt and kill you.
I mean, it's scary, bro. You get on one of those boats. I don't know, but doing it in the facility.
Well,
on
they almost like.
the brick and mortar.
Oh no, I was like, but wait, no. I think he almost started a war at one point.
Who?
L. Ron Hubbard. He like fired on a small island.
I think you're thinking War of the Worlds.
No, no, that was them reading. That was them reading it. No.
I don't know anything about this. Do you want to enlighten me?
Well, L. Ron Hubbard, everybody was like, they're like, he started having a religion, and everybody knew him from being in the Navy was like, that idiot? Because he like fired a silo at like an empty island, but that was owned by like Cuba or something, and they were almost like started a war.
I thought he was a science fiction writer.
He was a science fiction writer, yeah.
So
But he was in the Navy too.
I don't know, man, but I want something about speedrunning those facilities. I don't know if it's for me because I feel like that's the kind of place where like one of you, like I would do it and get caught. They'd be like, he can't outrun us.
They'd get scared because I've seen the videos where they like start grabbing them and trying to stop them. They'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
You'd run through one of them.
That's one of those situations of how many Scientologists.
You'd run through the guy who measured my thetans at the flea market.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we went to, for those of y'all that grew up in the metro area, at Pendergrass Flea Market, Connie went when we were kids and put his hands on the fucking e-meter. That's what they call it?
Yeah.
And I instantly was like, bro, you're giving them your fucking fingerprints. Like, that's crazy.
Dude, they said I was L. Ron Hubbard reincarnated.
Honestly, if you would have done the test, I think they would have put you up pretty high. Or, I don't know.
I don't think they would have, dude. I think they would have been like, this kid's a spaz. We need to get rid of him right now.
Nah, you're a good boy, though.
I'd do my own stunts. That's
You're
what.
compliant.
They'd send me to the Hollywood branch to do my own stunts. That's what they do.
I think they'd have you.
I'm compliant.
Yeah, you're a good boy. you would be out there. I could see you handing out pamphlets or like getting the youth excited about it,
No,
and
dude.
on the boat. They'd have you running like
I'd be on the boat. I'd do the dive classes.
dude. They literally would be like, yeah, this fucking dude that we met at the flea market wants to pull up the anchor, or he's willing to weld the side of the boat.
I'd love to. That sounds like a blast.
That's what I'm saying. You would. I don't know. I think they'd find good.
I'd
use
pull
of
up
you.
the anchor for 1 billion years.
Yeah.
For 1 billion trillion years. Yeah.
I think they would try to lobotomize me or something. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things of like how many third graders
They'd spike you.
could you fight at once? It's like how many Scientologists could you take on?
Probably not as many as I could take third graders.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're grown adults, but yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. Based on the videos, you look like you could probably outrun a couple of them. But then that's the issue is you get to the final level. I got to do a different. You get to the final level and you got to fight Will Smith, and then he slaps the shit out of you.
I just think it's probably like
What are you going to do when Will Smith slaps you for running into the Scientology department?
I'd moan. If I was, that's the funniest thing Chris Rock could have did in that situation. Just get, just lean into the mic and let out a.
I just wish he'd like. I don't know if they just start throwing hands, just something.
He should have dropped the
That's-
N-bomb on TV. Like, N-word, did
He
you
coulda
just
got away with
slap
it.
me in the face?
I wish he shot him.
The fact that he just took him was like, well, all right, let's get back to the...
Wait, then he gave him an award later.
That's nuts, man. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. But, yeah,
That's
so
probably
speaking,
that's the only part of like probably any award show I've ever watched. It's just him slapping him.
You didn't watch that shit live.
No, I don't watch
you're
it
saying
live.
the clip.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't even think you were watching the fucking the KCAs. Do you even know what the KCAs are?
The Kids' Choice Awards.
Hey, bingo.
No, dude.
For context,
I didn't know what the kids were up to.
Connie didn't have TV. Like, he had a TV, but he didn't have cable growing up, so he watched a lot of, like, Blockbuster type shit. You weren't watching the KCAs.
Dude, I said this to Brandon the other day. And I realized like how much I did know about pop culture. I realized that the Tommy Lee from the Pamela Anderson video, I realized that wasn't Tommy Lee Jones like last week.
Come on, dog.
like a week ago. I was like,
You didn't try to watch the tape?
no, I didn't watch the tape, so I didn't know who it was. So this whole time I was just like, damn, dude, the guy from The Fugitive, I guess.
That's
he just also has a
crazy.
sex tape with Pamela.
You had no interest in
I
looking it up?
had no idea.
Damn. Huh. None? I feel like when every boy...
Maybe not interest, but like I didn't seek it out, I guess.
I feel like when every boy's going through like that phase in life where they start getting curious on the internet, they start typing in. First, it's like boobs, big boobs, girls kissing. You know, it's like very simple. But then it turns into like Pamela, Jessica Simpson. Like you just think of like hot celebrities. Where I feel like Pamela.
I didn't know those like the celebrities like that though.
You were typing in like Wonder Woman.
Justice League.
Teen Titans. But speaking of the Scientology shit, I had something that I would consider pretty close to doing a speed run of the Scientology facility happen this week to me. So
Did you go to the building?
So we had a fire drill at work.
Okay.
And so I had back-to-back meetings like all afternoon. From like 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, I was in back-to-back-to-back things. And I heard someone say at like 1 o'clock, yeah, there might be a fire drill today. And I instantly in my head, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Like, I'm not leaving the building. Like, I'm not going to cancel my important meetings for a drill. If the building's on fire and there's smoke, yeah, I'll get my ass out of there.
What if they
But,
made
like,
you the line leader? Would you do it then?
No, not for the power. Not for the power. But so I'm like, I have my first meeting at 2, and it goes swimmingly. The alarm doesn't go off. And I always set like a little bit of a buffer, like probably 15, 30 minutes in between my meetings so I can, pee and get water and stuff. And all of a sudden, the alarm starts going off. And I'm like, bro, I'm not leaving. I'm in like a little room, like a little demo room.
I'm not leaving.
Well, I just shut the door, and I'm just like, no, like I just, I'm like, no, I'm gonna take the call. I have headphones. Yeah, it's like, dude, like the company wants.
Excuse me, sir. I have to cancel our meeting. I have to go to our fire drill.
That's like the idea of like we work
to go
so
to the fire
hard
drill
to get people to take meetings with us, and the idea of like not taking.
I know it's someone's whole job
drill,
to set up this meeting, but I got to go to this fire drill real quick.
That's what I'm saying. So I am sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear a knock on the door, and I just like. I mean, the alarm's going off, so it's kind of loud. I didn't really hear it, but he opens the door, and this guy's like, hey, you got to leave. It's a fire drill. And I just, like, look at him, and I'm like, all right, bro. Okay. All right. Understood. I think I said understood. Like, all right, understood. And so I, like, pick up my water bottle, my laptop, my notebook, and I walk out of the little room, and like basically the office itself is like a big circle around the building, and there's meeting rooms all in the inner and all the seats and stuff on the outside. And all of a sudden I see like these people who are like security people with like 2 orange flags and orange vests, like trying to like make a perimeter around the building of like getting everybody like they're the last ones on that side of the building, of like trying to get you out of the building at the same time. And I'm like, fuck this. I gotta make some money, man. I am not I am not the kind of person to be like, oh, it's a fire drill. Yeah, I'll just cancel all the things that I've been working all the last 3 months to try to make happen. Like, yeah, it's a fire drill. Sorry. Like, they'll understand. Like, no, fuck that. And so I just start walking.
We're coming up on the end of the month, mother.
I walk right past one. Like, I had to go to the bathroom, and I like walk around, and I'm like, shit, there's gotta be more people like me. Like, there's a lot of people in my office. I'm like, surely there's someone else.
You really think that they walked in the corner office and the guy didn't just go like, all right, get out of here, turn around?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I figured certainly everybody isn't an NPC. Yeah. There's gonna be people who are like, yeah, no, fuck this.
I'm not doing a fire drill.
Right. And so I'm like looking around.
You go outside.
I'm looking around for other people trying to figure out what the plan is. And they're like still following me. And I'm like, oh, there's another stairwell that isn't a stairwell to the floor. Because we're on the 30th story, I should add, of this fucking building. It's not like, oh, I just walk downstairs and I'm out. So
Wait, so they're making you walk down 30 flights of stairs for the fire drill?
That was what was proposed. And so, again...
They're making you guys do cardio?
Bro, I have a call in 15 minutes. An important call. And so I'm like, yeah, fuck that. And I know where there's another stairwell. I'm on 30. I know where there's one that goes to 29. That no one will see me. And so I go down there, and I'm like, certainly down on 29, I'm going to find more allies. And I walk down on 29. There's another fucking flag vest person. Like, fire drill. Head to the fire exits. Head to the fire exits. And it's like, I'm like, okay, all right. And so I walk, and then I make a beeline into where the bathrooms are. And I see, like... one of like the higher ups in the sales team, and I'm like, I got fucking work to do. Like, I have back-to-back meetings. I'm like, why are we doing this during the end of the quarter? Why are we having a fucking fire drill? And she looks annoyed. She's kind of like, she looks pissed off about it too. And she's like, I don't know what to fucking do. She's like, you can tell that she is one of the only people who's just as stressed and like, yo, fuck this as I am. And as we're standing there, another fucking, what do they call it in the Matrix? Mr. Smith?
Yeah.
Another Mr. Smith walks up and is like, fire drill, make your way to the exits. And so they like keep walking. She's like, we're coming. And all of a sudden I look, and we have meditation rooms on every floor. They're like prayer, meditation, lactating rooms. And I'm like, bingo. And I walk in there and I lock the door. And I sit my ass down with my computer. I open my shit back up, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And so I'm fielding emails. I got some more time. You know, the alarm's still going off, and all of a sudden I hear, I don't want to bang on, I hear boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, I get dead quiet. And then I hear, if you're hiding in the meditation room during the fire drill, you need to leave the building. And I'm like, fuck. I'm trapped now. And I'm clearly defying the orders.
But like who? Like the land?
Well, in my head, I'm like, well, at first I'm like, all right.
You should have told them you thought it was an active shooter drill, so you were hiding.
Well,
You're like, I had to get to the meditation room. I thought we were doing active shooter today. I thought that's what.
The thing was I didn't want to lose my cool on somebody and be like, I have fucking shit to do. I have fucking stuff to do. Like, I am busy. Like your job might not be stressful. Like, the biggest thing they had going on probably that whole month was like, yeah, we have a fire drill. Like, dog. Like,
Hey, Bill, fire drill next week.
That's what I'm saying, man. And
Fire
I'm not
drill
trying to disrespect anybody, but you get the idea. It's like, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, shit, I don't know how serious this person's going to take it. If they're going to be like, yo, like, I'm escalating this and like you're going to get, a slap on the wrist. But I'm also like, honestly, like, I'm kind of like doing my thing by holding my ground. But so I'm like, fuck. This dude's banging on the door, and then he bangs louder, like he's going to break the fucking door down. And I'm like, still quiet, and then I wait. 3 minutes go by. I count 180. And I'm like, I haven't heard him in a minute. I'm like, maybe he thought somebody somehow locked it. And I open the door, and one of the fucking security nerds is right there. And I'm like, you got me. And he's like, come with me. Fire drill. We have to leave. And he goes, there's popsicles downstairs for you. And I'm like, brother, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I have a meeting in 10 minutes, dog. And he's like, I don't care. He's like, everyone has to do it. He's like, that's the rules. He's like, fire drill, there's popsicles downstairs. Come on, buddy. And so he like escorts
Grab
me.
your bag, schoolboy.
He like starts.
Grab your
he's
bag.
escorting me, and I speed up. And so I'm like, fuck. And so I'm in the stairwell, 30 floors up or whatever. And I'm like, shit. And so I just sit down. I'm like, maybe I have Wi-Fi in here. And I open it up, and I do have Wi-Fi. And I start doing my shit. And then all of a sudden, he's behind me. And he's like, let's go. This motherfucker followed me down all 30 flights of stairs. Din, din. It's 4 different things per flight. So it's like, din, 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 for 30 flights. That's what speedrunning the Scientology bill. Like, dude, I was literally in the Matrix. Like, I felt like the only one.
You were trying to escape.
Yeah, and so, dude, I get outside, and I see the fucking popsicle stand. It's a, what's the popsicle company?
The King of Pops.
Yeah, it's fucking King of Pops. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Ooh. You interrupted my whole afternoon for fucking King of Pops. Like, dog, you think I'm going to give up my fucking...
What flavor did you get?
I didn't get one. And so
okay,
what's even crazier, bro, is I look over like 200 yards away, and like most of my office is all congregating in the parking lot 200 yards away. Like it literally looks like a school fire drill. I'm like, these fucking dorks are all rule followers. And I literally just stood right in front of the door, and like I'm the last one out of the building, and like 5 minutes goes by, and they're like, all right, we can go back in. And so I'm like the first one back in. Oh. I get the elevator, I get back, and I get on my meeting in time because luckily I waited. But dude, walking down 30 flights of stairs does more on your legs than you'd think.
It's brutal. Dude, going down hurts your knees so much more than going up.
Yeah, I'm also
did you like
fat, but like...
Did you jump at each corner? Like, did you like put each hand, like a hand on each railing and vault at any point? No, were you too angry to do that?
I was pissed, and I was also carrying my laptop and a notebook, and I'm like, fuck, dude, if I drop my laptop, it's going to shatter. I already broke my laptop this year.
That one?
No, this is my work one. I didn't tell you about that.
No.
So this is another pretty fucked up story.
Wait, first. Just one follow-up on... The Mr. Smiths, did they work for, like, the building?
No, they work for the company. And they
wait, but all 30 floors
people,
aren't all your
but
company,
they're like
right?
our people, and they have like security folks at the org, And like, dude, they literally, their whole job, and I feel bad dogging on these folks, but like they spend a lot of the day, or like a few times a day, they'll walk around our floor, and if they see anybody's computer that's unlocked without them at it, they'll like write them up. So they'll like take a photo of like their picture, and like they'll get like like
unattended luggage, like
they'll send it to their manager, and there's like a whole like cybersecurity thing, and they basically get written up. I don't know what that means. Like, dude, it's the Matrix. But like, they'll write them up.
That's so gay.
The other day,
That's so gay.
It's happened to 2 employees, 2 people on my team. The first time it happened, I was like, this is none of my business. I just was eating my lunch, and I was like, you do your thing, bro. Like, I don't. He's like, do you know where so-and-so is?
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know where so-and-so is? And I'm like, bathroom. And I was like, shit. In hindsight, I should have just walked up and swatted the computer closed.
Yeah.
Been like, so it happened another time, and the person was like right in front of the computer, and I was like, that's them. And he was like, all right, they're lucky. And then the third time it happened, my buddy went to the bathroom and left his shit unlocked. And he walks up, and he's like, I see him walking towards the computer, and I literally walked up and clicked. I locked it right in his face. And just looked at him like, didn't say anything. And smiled, just like, and he's like, well played.
You messed up his quota, dude.
Yeah, but I think he also kind of respects that.
Yeah. Because it sounded like he respected the purpose of it more than anything. I would hope that he's at least like I got to protect these. I have to protect the company.
I swear, dog, when I walked out of the meditation room, he had a camera like this in my face. I thought I was like,
hey guys, it's Travis Security here again. We got a fire drill today.
Well, that was the thing, is I was like, honestly, dude, if any of my managers find out this, they're gonna be like, this dude is a fucking dog. And he, like, talk about somebody that really gives a fuck. I'm like, literally like, no, fuck your drill. I have shit to do. Leave. Like, where a lot of people are like, oh, sweet, I could just go outside, you know? But
did the executive lady, did she escape, or
I don't know.
Did she get caught in the net?
I don't know. I don't know.
Died.
She didn't come to. It would have been weird
she
if we
burn
were
in the
locked
fire?
in the meditation room
That would
together.
have been a little awkward.
But I don't know. But
She made me.
so
She locked me in the meditation room.
I
She
really
did.
haven't told you the story about breaking my laptop.
No, how did you break
prior.
your laptop?
So this was like the last week of the fiscal year, which I sound like such a hat ass for even being like, I'm worried about the last fiscal, but like it's intense, man. If you're
More of a lunar New Year guy, but
yeah. So anyways, doesn't really matter. But so it's one morning where it's like shit's intense. They're like really looking closely at what deals you're closing and shit. And I'm at work. It actually had like iced that day. Like it was the day like it like iced in Atlanta, and I still went to the office on the Monday. I was like, fuck it, it's fine. I've all-wheel drive. It really wasn't dangerous. It was fine. It was fine. I wouldn't have put myself in danger. But anyway, I'm there. I'm working. So for a while, I had put my water bottle. I always have like a liter water bottle, and I would keep it at my desk, and I would leave the lid unscrewed because I'm more likely to drink the water if I don't have to screw the cap every time I want to sip.
I got you.
I've done that for months, years. Like I've done it a lot. And
Did the guy come over and take a picture of it and say, who left his water bottle open?
yeah. No, so I'm sitting there and I'm like taking a Snapchat of outside to be like, I literally, dude, I'm such a fucking loser. I was taking a Snapchat to be like, look at all these empty parking lots. I was like, no pussies wanted to come to work. I was like, nobody wanted to show up today. And as I did that, I bumped into the water bottle and I grabbed it. And as I grabbed it, I squeezed it. When I squeezed it, the water, it was a smaller end. It shot up and onto my screen on my laptop.
Was it a Body Armor water one? Just like
Smaller than Body Armor.
Ooh, smart.
It was an Essentia, so it was more.
Oh,
so it comes up and down.
That's
And so,
fired.
bro, I'm like, okay, not a big deal. I got to go get some paper towels. I go walk and get paper towels, and I'm like drying it off, and I see this one bead of water go down the screen and into the internal components. And I'm like, ooh, that's not good. And I pick the laptop up and I turn it upside down, and right when I did that, it goes, the screen goes out. And I'm like, oh no. No. And so I'm sitting there, and I hit the button. No screen goes on. Hit the button again. No screen. I plug it into the external monitor, and I can see that it's recognizing the computer on the monitor. The screen's doing nothing. The keyboard's lit. I'm like, fuck. And so then I hold it down. I hold down the power button, restart it. Now I'm logged out. I can't see the thing to log back in because it's on my laptop screen and not the monitor. So then I'm like, fuck. And I had no way to get it up on the other screen because I can't see the control panel to do
Yeah,
that.
you can't. You have it extended. You can't mirror the screen.
So I'm like, all right, this isn't good. And so I'm like, I go up to we have a tech support area of the building, and I go there, and no one's there. It's fucking snow day. I'm like, fuck. Keep in mind, I have like a call in like 2 hours with
Their
the
Mazda
VP.
Miatas can't make it. Do you think their Mazda Miatas can make it through the snow?
My Subaru can. It
The
was
Subaru
fine.
can make it anywhere.
It was people are just soft, and I'm also a little crazy. But so, dude, I go and I'm like, shit. No one's there. I'm looking for hand dryers. I'm like, oh, there's probably a hand dryer in the building. No hand dryers. And so then I'm like, all right, I'm a sitting duck. And I grab my shit and I go to the car and I turn up the heat full blast. And I'm literally putting the laptop up to the heat of the car. Like, this will get it. And I'm like furiously holding the restart button. Nothing. It was like a SpongeBob episode. I'm like, I get in my car and I'm like, okay, at this point I need to call my boss. And I call my boss and I probably sound like a psycho. I also am like, in a situation like that, I didn't want to flat out be like, yo, I spilled some water. I was like, for some reason, my laptop computer, the screen just isn't working. I don't know what's going on. I'm troubleshooting it. I probably sounded like a fucking drug addict. I was like, I'm driving home right now to try to fix it. I have an external keyboard and a mouse, and hopefully I can. And he's like, all good, man. Like, just get it. Do what you can. And so, like, I speed back home. I get home.
He took that call from you and turned to the person next to him and went like, yeah, it's the guy who went in today. Crazy. He's fucking insane. Yeah, no, him, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the guy from the fire drill. Yeah.
Yeah, so I speed home, and I run inside, and I get the hairdryer, and I'm like, and I plug it in. I get an external keyboard.
That's not comfy.
Essentially, I turned my computer into blind person mode so it would read what was on the screen. And I was able to log in via blind person mode and get it working up on an external monitor.
That's pretty good, man.
Bro, I will do whatever the fuck it takes to make shit happen. And so I'm, doing that or whatever. And then like 2 hours into the day, all of a sudden, the screen comes back. I had already like talked to tech support and had another laptop shipped. Was already en route to my house. Like, they're quick because
That's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. So it turned back on and was fine, but I think Macs have a certain thing in there where if the microchip somehow gets wet, it just like short circuits. It does some kind of thing where it's like almost like a surge protector where it shuts off all the electricity to like
If
let
it senses
dry.
water, that'll burst it. Some of the oh gosh, yeah, some of the transistors like turn off or something.
Yeah, man.
Someone's gonna fact check me
I
on
don't
that. I'm
totally
trying to remember
get
which part it is.
how that works, but anyways, pretty fucking crazy. But nonetheless,
Those aliens, they make some crazy microchips.
you seen all the alien shit this week? Is that what you're alluding to?
Well, no, there's only one company in Taiwan that makes microchips, and there's only just like one machine that does it, and everyone's like, "How does it work?" And they're like, "It's a secret. We can't tell you." That's because aliens gave it to them back in the day.
You think so?
No, but it's kind of funny. I'm not totally opposed to it because like the leap was pretty insane, but also then you do sound like an idiot being like, we could never figure that out, and there was just some dude in the 70s who did figure it out, and like we just look like an idiot.
Well, that's like they say that we're trying to like reverse engineer alien crafts and stuff. I mean, it doesn't necessarily surprise me that like computer tech could be the same way. But
Well, it's all done with gold.
don't you think we would know that the computers were... Because like we understand how microchips work.
Largely.
But maybe it's more kind of like the bagels in New York City don't beat the bagels anywhere else. And it's like, you
need
got to
that-
be in New York to have the good bagels.
You need the water from the Hudson River, man.
Right. So maybe that's the deal with the microchips.
Alien. You need the souls from the aliens to make the microchips work, dude.
I don't know. Have you seen all the scientists that are dying because of the aliens?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I don't
You
know.
are holding back right now.
I don't have as much time for it these days, man. I feel like a couple years ago I was just like, oh man, what are you gonna do?
I feel
What are
like
you
you're
gonna do?
lying for the camera.
They
bro.
just killed. Yeah.
You are holding back. This is one of the biggest tinfoil hat people I know, and like, I don't know how many scientists have died, but like, there's all this.
It's like 12 at this point.
Yeah.
Well, it's different.
Oh,
It's-
well, you know the number.
Well,
I
it's
don't know anything about it.
Well,
You fucking liar.
The number is the number is infinite because like every 6 months when a dude's like, dude, like, I found an alternative energy, and they're just like, kill that guy real quick, and they just go shoot him. Some guy makes a car that runs off water. He goes, guys, I made a car that runs off water. It'll solve everything, and they go, kill that guy.
Get rid of him. So,
And then now it's just like the nuclear energy stuff. But I mean, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if aliens are real, unfortunately.
Nah, they're demons.
Maybe they do know something. You think they're demons?
It depends on your definition of it all.
You gotta allow
whether this planet is like, a planet, or if it's just a plane of existence, and stuff from outside of it is either an alien or an interdimensional being.
Are you going the
What-
Tucker Carlson route of like,
No,
you haven't heard what he thinks about aliens? He thinks
He-
they're like angels or something.
didn't like a demon scratch him up when he was having an affair or something?
I don't know.
Well, that's what
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, that's what some of the people land on because, oh god, because like you get into kind of the Christian mythology of it, and some people are like the angels are just a form of aliens, and the demons are a form of aliens, or it's just stuff from outside of the planet, and
It's
they
an
came
interesting
here.
theory. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of people. Well, it kind of comes back to the gold thing. It's
I
like,
love
did
how
they
you
come
hit
here
this.
to take gold, or
You hit this and you're like, I haven't really been following the alien info. You have been seeing. Do you not have a Twitter account?
no,
You don't have X?
no.
Where do you get your news?
I just like read Wikipedia. This is all old stuff. This is all like old news.
What do you mean you're just reading
You
Wikipedia
just
for
read
news?
You can do Wikipedia, yeah.
How do you find
Read
out news
Substacks.
But you named the amount of scientists dead, so clearly you're getting news from somewhere.
Yeah, but like they'll feed you stuff on Instagram. I'm not on X, but like I'll look at Instagram reels and stuff. But also, yeah, you get updates.
Yeah. Okay, so you're getting Instagram Reels news. Then have you seen Drake's album rollout?
Didn't he use a picture of Halle Berry getting slimed?
Brother.
She was mad about it.
We just live in such different worlds. To me,
Did she not?
to me, the Iceman rollout, Drake's new album that he's promoting, is like the biggest news all week. You would think that like the whole world was watching this, like the OJ trials or fucking the building of the pyramids. Do you know anything about Iceman?
Like the X-Men? Chuck Liddell?
So Drake, Aubrey Graham, Drake. You know Drake. Name
Yeah.
a Drake song.
Isn't he? Yeah, the Jewish guy, yeah.
Name a Drake song.
Marvin's Room.
Oh, okay. I'm proud of you for that. Okay, so Drake, known for Marvin's Room, is making a new album. You
Wasn't
obviously know about the Kendrick Lamar stuff.
Was he in a wheelchair?
That was on a show. But yeah, the same guy. So they're doing an album. He's making an album called Iceman. And he, to promote the album in Toronto, had literally a 3 stories of ice in blocks stacked up, almost like a pyramid, just like a big block of ice. And in the middle of it was like a bag that had the date for his album release. And so he had like all the youth of Toronto out there with like hammers and pickaxes, like beating this giant ice thing. You haven't seen any of this? No. Dude, This has like been.
You could be making this up. What are you like? They're like Minecrafting it.
Yeah, literally with pickaxes. Some people had torches. Like really getting after it to try to find the release date. And so I had been just tuning in. Like there's different live streamers who had been out there, and we're just kind of showing what's going on. And I also want to see what was in the bag and the release date. Well, guess what happens? So one of the guys that like was like a live streamer gets to the bag, and he takes the bag and runs. He doesn't open it for everyone to see. I don't know exactly what happened. This is now clips that I'm seeing through Reels, which is crazy if you get all your news from Reels that you're not getting this. And so apparently he goes to Drake's house.
It's a lot of stuff about like shipwrecks and things.
Your Reels are? That's crazy. So anyways, Drake gave him like, I don't know how much money, but Drake apparently gave him money. The album's coming out May 25th, I believe, or maybe it's May 15th.
Wait, so he like...
May something.
So the guy who got to the bag, Drake paid him?
Drake gave him like money?
Beforehand or after? Like,
after.
Was he like an inside actor? Oh, okay.
I don't know all the logistics, but essentially it was pretty big news that there's just this huge...
How did he get to it? What was his technique?
I think he had a hammer or a big pickaxe. Like, dude, there were so many people pickaxing at this thing. And you don't know, this is just all...
Like, did anybody like drill holes and like tannerite it? Or like what?
I don't know. That's crazy. You haven't seen that? Okay. Have you seen any of the Michael Jackson stuff?
Some, like...
Tell me about the fucking shipwrecks that you know about right now.
It's been crazy seeing, like, well, what's the most recent, Mike? Oh.
No. Fuck Michael Jackson. I can get to that. Tell me about the shipwreck info you're seeing.
Well, it's just, like, different shipwrecks that they're, like, finding, like, old Spanish gold on.
What are these reels
People spending, like, millions of dollars to, like... Well, there's like one was like an old story, but I always don't mind coming back to it. This dude spends like millions of dollars pulling up this like old Spanish galleon, and then like the government came and like took all the gold, and they were like,
pause, hold on. These reels, is it like they found a shipwreck out in Spain, or is it like there was a shipwreck out in like what? Walk me through
usually
what the
it's just like some picture of the story that's like vague. But that one was one where I just like remembered the story, and I was like, I'll just go back to their Wikipedia page.
So you're just getting shipwreck videos. Scroll, flick after.
That was a fun example. It's all kinds of stuff, I guess.
But it's no Iceman release.
No.
Okay, understood. So Michael Jackson.
Is it because he owned all the music and they killed him so that they could get it back, or what? What's the new Michael Jackson thing going on?
So there's like a biopic.
Oh.
A movie about his life or whatever.
Yeah.
Like one of his kin, someone in his bloodline, I believe, plays him.
Blanket?
It wasn't Blanket. Blanket does not look like Michael. I don't think those kids are his.
Well, they don't. He got his balls cut off.
Paris doesn't really look like... Oh, yeah, he was in Munich. They say that he was fixed.
He was not a falsetto. What do they call him? There was like a big thing in Italy. There was like a big tradition where they would like cut boys' balls off, and the last one died in like the 70s when he was like an old man.
He's the last
and people
one.
were like real sad about it. They were like, "It's such a great tradition," and people were like, "All right, can we take your son?" And they're like, "What do you thought? No, you can't take my son."
Would you cut off your dick to have a golden voice?
No.
I'd consider it.
What would be the point of having a golden voice then?
I'd consider it.
Do you have your passport? Can you get your shots?
I mean, dog. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Like, it would be cool, but
I mean, he still had fun with it. He didn't have balls. I guess you get to make a theme park and hang out with Macaulay Culkin.
Maybe that's what happens. Is you're like, oh well, I'll go. You know, they say hurt people, and but so in this same topic that we're going down. So have you?
So
seen
yeah,
the
what's
video?
what's the new Michael J?
There's this biopic or whatever, but people have been talking about like there's been trends of people dressing up like little boys to go see the movie, like wearing like the classic like little boy hat with the propeller on top.
Yeah.
People have been dressing like that and bringing lollipops to go see it. I thought that was funny, but there was a clip that surfaced. Which
They're
I'm
dressing
curious
up
if
like
you've
us
seen.
for kindergarten day, where they had the school bus around their neck with their bus number.
Yeah, exactly. But what I thought was really funny was there was this clip that resurfaced of Michael Jackson with this, like, he might have been like 11, 12, this like Mexican kid. And he's like, I got Juan to share the bed with me. We had a sleepover and I kept saying, come share your bed. And the kid's like leaning his head on Michael's shoulder, and he's like, I didn't want to share my bed. And he's like, yeah, I got Juan to eventually share his bed. He's like being interviewed by like ABC News, and he's literally like, yeah, I had a sleepover with this little boy, and I convinced him to share the bed. And he's like, sharing the bed is the most magical thing we could ever do in the whole world. Like, it's you haven't seen this clip?
No.
We need to figure out how to do
This would be
clips.
the "Do you have your passport?" moment for me, because that was the moment like years later after I saw that clip and people were like, "Can you believe it?" And I was like, "Have you ever seen this video?"
Yeah. Well, it's just crazy, bro, because, like, you know celebrities like that have so much of a team around them that it's just like, are we gonna stop the cash cow?
Well, no, because they're not like when they talk about like the talent, like they're not a person anymore. They're like a business.
Yeah.
They're the income for all the makeup people, all the stylists, all the agents. And then at that point, every studio, a studio has a movie coming out, and they're like, I wonder if this movie's going to do well. And they have to go into their back room and crunch the numbers to be like, all right, has this actor made us enough money over the years for us to kill him and really cash out on this last movie?
It's like,
Because if this dude dies right after the movie's done, before it releases, this movie's going to make a lot of money.
not only were they letting him sleep with, like, inner city Mexican kids, they were also letting him sleep with movie stars like Macaulay Culkin. Like, I'm trying to think of like a kid. Are there? There's got to be famous kid actors these days, right?
Yeah, like the Rizzler.
Yeah, dude.
So modern day,
That's
he
like-
would sleep with the Rizzler.
That's like if Drake was having sleepovers.
Do you think Big
with the
Justice would be
Rizzler.
mad that Michael didn't want to sleep with him?
Dude, honestly, there's probably shit on TikTok of
That's
like the
really funny.
Rizzler with
I regret saying
celebrities
that.
like that, where it's already happening, and it's just like, yeah, it's a Rizzler. Of course, him and Dwayne the Rock Johnson have sleepovers. That's fucked. Damn, dude. But dude, the Rizzler.
Why wouldn't
probably-
Rizzler and Don Cheadle hang out?
Boom, boom. I think it's so cool what you and your dad are doing. Me and my dad didn't have a relationship like that.
I don't know, man. I do not know.
Do you think he hit any of them?
Any of the kids?
Yeah, at some point, like his dad took over and he just a quick.
Nah, bro. I just feel like it's subtle, man. Like I talked about this on another podcast, but I went to this. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I went to this camp, this like 4-H camp, and my camp counselor's name was Cisco, and he was like this black dude that was probably like 45,
And he talked like this. He's like, I'm Cisco. And he's like, I can't wait to be a counselor. We're going to have pillow fights.
and I just remember knowing that was weird.
Like, bruh.
He's like, I'm going to bring us all milk. He's like, they call me.
So the camp did this thing where they called it milk mamas, where some at nighttime they'd be like,
Milk Mama's coming to bring milk.
and Cisco was our milk mama too.
And he'd be like, all right, boys, it's time for Milk Mama's here.
And everything about this, I was old enough to be like, no, this is weird. But he kept trying to have like pillow fights with everybody, and he would turn that into like,
Ooh, you better watch your behind in the shower. I'll give you a rat tail.
he'd roll up the towel and
Dude, for 20 years straight, you've just told me more and more weird stories about these 4-H camps you've gone
It
to.
was weird. That's
About
why I
how
went
they
home.
sucked and you wanted to go home.
I literally was like, no, I'm going home. But that's
When
the
are we
thing, bro.
doing the archery? And they're like, we'll do that at some point.
But I've already told this story, I think, in the Mr. Cinnamon episode. But, like, so, anyways, there's people like that out there. And so I think the way it happens is they're doing and I think the way that they do it, man, is they're all innocent. They love having pillow fights and rat tails, and then they're all of a sudden,
Oops.
Like, no, it's just like, oh, we should kiss. Like it turns into like silly pillow fight, silly rat tail, like a silly ass grabber.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, bro,
It's all just like it's testing boundaries to see what they can get away with.
Yeah, man, it's not right. It's not right. I just it makes
I
me
agree.
sick.
I stand with Michael in that it's not right.
Prince was better. I don't know. Michael Jackson has really iconic music, but Prince, as I get older, I'm kind of like, damn.
He just loved women, man.
Yeah.
He just loved the ladies.
Which?
Prince.
I think they both were loving boys too.
I don't know enough, I guess.
There's something about being an R&B.
I could maybe
superstar.
name like 3 Prince songs.
Yeah, I get it. It's there's something about being an R&B superstar and also being bisexual, which is like you're so horny. You'll
is,
fuck
like,
anything.
I literally talked about this. Like R&B, like how horny you have to be as a dude to just listen to R&B is something, but like how horny of a dude do you have to be to sing R&B? Like, just if I walked in on you were listening to R&B alone, I'd be like, you want me to like come back? Like, what are you doing, man? If I walked in and you were just like, just like,
I was
really,
I was just doing that.
that is exactly what I did, I guess.
So for context here, I don't know when I'm gonna share the song.
All right, but like you were, hey, not to talk about your beautiful, sweet serenade. It is beautiful. It's incredible.
Connie pulled
But if
up.
you were just in there like,
Connie pulled up and I was making I typed in Brent Faiyaz type beat on YouTube and I got this beat and I was making this song called Let Me See That Stink Dick. And the chorus
Michael will play it as we outro this podcast.
Let me see that stink dick. Let me see that stink dick. It's I'll play it eventually, but yeah, R&B music. I don't know, bruh.
You got to be a horny dude to just be like, I want to sing R&B.
We got to be close to an hour. What I'll end with is, did you see my sign over there? I hope it's on camera.
See the Gooch.
So I was in Helen, and this past weekend I went and like put a lawn chair in the creek and just sat there for I told you about this, but so I'm driving home.
Yeah, River Day.
Yeah, and I'm driving home and I just see all these signs for Gooch. Like, I mean, the dude's sign literally is just Gooch, and one of the O's
Can you
is
see
Georgia. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But anyways, I can put up the Gooch
I want a
sign
t-shirt
on
of
the
it.
video. But yeah, man, so I was considering, like, do I just steal one of these signs? But the problem is I was driving my 28-foot van. So I'm like, I can't fucking
That Michael
pull
Jackson
over.
just stole my Gooch sign.
I'm like, I can't fucking pull over and just steal one of these. And so I pull into a gas station. I go on the website and I put in all my information. And I got 3 Gooch signs sent to or 4 Gooch signs sent to my house. I don't politically know what he does. I'm pretty sure he's a Republican. I'm not picking sides anymore, but I mean, the Gooch sign is.
I picked the Gooch.
Do you want a Gooch sign for your house?
I kind of do. Dude, we're going to put up this Gooch sign and we're going to think it's the funniest thing ever. And then, like, the most horrendous. People are going to be like, you mean that guy who flew? You mean that guy who flew with Epstein like 37 times?
Yeah.
Gooch?
That's what I'm worried about.
That
though,
guy?
is people are like very politically sensitive, and if they see you supporting a certain,
But also, people are politically sensitive. They also have no idea what's going on with anything locally.
yeah,
I bet 9 out of 10 people you walked into the street, they wouldn't know who our senators were. So they will see red and go, I don't like that. Or not in that voice, I guess. It'll be, I don't like that.
I hadn't seen a single Gooch sign in the metro area. I only saw them out in the mountains, but it was so funny to me.
And honestly, that's a failure on his part.
I thought it was
He's
parody.
got to let the people.
Like, I thought it was like someone making fun of it, like just a big Gooch. I mean, it's literally like having the word taint on a sign, just Gooch.
I want to know if he's doing any events.
Gooch doesn't.
We should look up if he's doing any events.
So what's funny is he brought the sign here, and Sydney was working, and
Was
I
it
don't know if
Gooch
him.
himself
I
brought
don't
the
know.
sign?
One of the campaign members came to drop, and they like knocked on the door, and they were like trying to like talk, and like Sydney was like, "I'm on a fucking call. It's for Michael, isn't it?" And they're like asking.
It's
for
Michael's
me.
Gooch signs, obviously. God.
And I was fully prepared to get called by the campaign. I was just gonna be like, "I'm gonna be honest.
I'd door knock for Gooch.
I just think the name Gooch is funny." Like, and also I was gonna be like, "Look, I was gonna steal."
He's like, I'm just a fan of the brand.
Well, no, it's like, do you want me to steal one of the signs, or do you want to give me one?
I'll take a Gooch sign.
I'll give
My
you one.
mother-in-law is actively running in an election right now, but
Yeah.
I'll put up a Gooch sign in my lawn instead.
I think you should support the Gooch.
I'm all for the Gooch.
I think he might win just by the name Gooch. Maybe that's why he's. I don't think he's won before.
I think the Gooch holds
I
us
don't know
all
much
together.
about this fella, but I'm big on the Gooch. Love the Gooch. That's probably an hour, man. I would say it's a pretty successful podcast. Yeah, we're at 1:05.
That's not bad.
We can wrap up from here, but thank you all for listening, watching, share it, comment, subscribe. We're going to keep pumping these out. I don't know when you're seeing this or whatnot, but the game plan here with Man on a Hill is just to keep pumping out episodes.
We've probably been dead for years,
Chill.
if not decades.
Chill, bro. So the game plan here is like when Riley's here, obviously, you know, the two main hosts of the show, we're pumping out episodes, but I'm committed to just like anytime I have someone at the crib doing a pod. So you'll see me and dudes like Connie recording podcasts. And yeah, anyways, thanks for kicking it. This is Man on a Hill episode I don't know. But thank you. Peace.